You can play, especially when a chorus comes in with vocals and it's a trio, a strong trio. Just lay back and then throw in a. How many of you have seen Sammy Sheeler from Lonesome River Band? Did you ever see him play? Okay, well, you'll see him. There's Mike there, and he goes. So what he does is he brings that banjo in and gives it a dynamic, but it also allows for his backup to disappear and allow the vocals to work. So that's the best thing you can do, in my opinion. And I won't play. I'll just, between a lick, and there's a break in the vocals. Okay, so that's kind of how I approach backup. I lay a foundation of banjo noise, banjo sound. Did you feel that kind of I'll change some chords here. The reason I'm doing that is to show you how I'm switching between positions of the neck. Okay, so there's main pockets. The open G. The 2-5 slide. And I'm hammering a 4-5. All day long with that, right? Then you have this, the G. I'm going to break this down. This is the vamp in position, first position G. So I'm taking my thumb and I'm slamming the D string. I'm taking the 3 fingers and jumping on the last 3 strings and hitting them simultaneously as a pinch. Right? So if I didn't move my left hand, it's going to sound like this. Thumb pinch. Pinching the last 3. Do you feel the rhythm? Now let's introduce the left hand technique. You hit the D string, the low D, and you hear I'll lift up my hand and the ring will disappear. Hear it? And just enough. I'm not lifting my hand out here. I'm not lifting it here. I'm laying on the strings as if they were like a railroad track. My fingers, I feel underneath the tips of my fingers those strings, and I don't move. You hear it bark? Boop. Watch my left hand. It starts becoming real rhythmic. Now in a bluegrass setting, it's go to C. Do the same thing. And then, oddly enough, I can move up 2 more frets. And there's a D. I'm going to go back to G. So using those techniques, I'm going to slow down a little bit. So it's can you hear the music? I saw a few of you yawning. Alright, I got this. So let's talk about passing chords. And we talked about this and asking for passing chords. So what I can do, can you hear that step up? What I'm doing is I'm pinching the 2 D strings and still vamping. Can you hear that? Yep, I'm holding the chord and I'm just using these last 2 fingers to pinch those D. Okay, so let me show you this in action. Hold on. So it's going to be. Hear that half tone? And 1, 2, 3. Now that was working up. You could do kind of the same thing walking down. Watch. Watch. I'm going to show you this in a minute. What I'm playing is a D, C, B minor. If you don't know a B minor chord, it's going to look like a C, but a half step down, and then you bar on that 7th fret. Let me walk you through this chord so you get it. So on a D string, it's going to be on the 9th fret. Then you're going to bar with your index finger on the 7th fret, and a G and B. And then put my pinky 4th finger up on the 9th fret again. For the camera.
The camera won't.
So that's a B minor chord. Everybody say B minor. B minor. So a B minor, hold on. A B minor 2 frets down is an A minor. Same chord, down at the 7th and the 5th fret. Then back to home, which is G. Okay, so here it is in action. You want to listen. Okay? Does that help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's a whole host of other passing chords that you can do, but they're good ones. They're good ones using that A minor, B minor movement. Okay? Yeah. All right. Very good. Deep breath. I'll take a sip. One other thing is the J.D. Crowe is notorious. You know J.D. Crowe? He does this often. He might do a little bit of roll up here. All it's doing is changing the positions of the chord, the G chord. You know the G chord? You have what I call the F position, F position. And then there's the Y position, because it looks like the letter Y if you really look at the fingering.
This one is the D position.
The what?
D position.
D, yeah, it's a D position, yep. So I'm up on the, what you know as the 9th and the 7th and the 8th fret, the 2nd position G's. Just use that same idea, the same technique in C. And then D. That's Scruggs just doing a high. Just a nice little back roll. Okay. Good. So, then you have the Scruggs. Yes, I don't know that I play it like Earl, but I kind of fake it a little bit. So learn it right. That's the best advice I can give you. Learn it like Earl has it written in his Earl Scruggs book.
Still writes a song that starts.
Yes. Yep. Whiskey. Was it?
Drinking Dark Whiskey.
Yeah, Drinking Dark Whiskey. Great song.
Yeah.
Great songwriter. Yeah.
But they have a sort of hicker.
Yeah.
The rhythm is very.
Drinking Dark Whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on backup? Was that enough? You need to hear more, or? Okay. Don't be afraid to. Okay. So how would you use this backup? Right? Yes.
What would you do in backup for when the mandolin player plays something, a fiddle tune, like Red Hair Boy or something?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Segway, because that's exactly what I'm going to do, is show you what to play behind what instrument. Okay? If it's a fiddle, I'm going to be... mandolin. Play it real straight, and find a groove with the bass player. Listen to the bass player, find the groove, and do the backup when the mandolin player is playing his break, his or her break, right? Because when the mandolin is chopping, you hear that. Boom, chick, boom, chick, boom, chick, boom, chick. As soon as that drops out, the whole snare drum of the band, which is the mandolin, right? The bass is the kick, and then you got the rhythm, which is, so you hear that, which is the snare drum of the band. When that drops out, you need to take over. As much as you can, and whichever is tasteful. Because, you know, there could be something that he or she is playing on the mandolin. You want to listen and see if it makes sense to play something like that. It may not. But you want to listen, you want to kind of back up. You want to back up the musician. Give them the time to shine. It's not always your turn. Banjo players love to play banjo breaks, but it's not always your turn. So give the other musicians their due. And either don't play anything at all, or just back up. Or a nice little against the mandolin. See how I throw a little few things in there? Okay, you can kind of mix it up, but the essence of it is you just want to, you know, lay the foundation for the other instruments to shine. Yes.
I guess it's very hard to do in guitar breaks, especially.
Yeah, when I'm playing against the guitar, playing the lead, what I'll do is I'll try to make the chords full, because the mandolin's already there, right? So he or she has already taken the snare drum, right? So you need some chord changes. You don't, when the guitar player's taking over the lead, you need some real good full chords. So I might be backing up. So you hear the chord changes when he's going through the break.
It's very hard to hide that, to undo the volume of the guitar.
Yeah, practice. Play light. Yep, your point is well taken. I play really light, but at least what you can hear is the chord change. What I'm trying to do is allow for the audience or even the other musicians to hear where those chord changes occur. Because if I dropped out just doing this, it's too thin in my opinion. I want to kind of get the chords sounded in the band. Right? Because the mandolin is usually playing either truncated chords, you know, just bits and pieces, two note chords. So I'll try to fill it up a little bit with playing. That's my favorite roll. The banjos. Sounds really cool there. Okay? Does that help you? Yeah, so fiddle lightly with the guitar, try to fill the chords, vamp with the mandolin. Okay? Would you like to join me? You're more than welcome. We can play, when we get to the end, we'll surely play, and we're going through some backup. Introduce yourself again.
My name is Terry.
Terry, that's
From
right.
Belgium, I play banjo. Mandolin.
Terry's my banjo hero here in the European Union. The dynamite player. So,
He's the only one you know.
well, no, that's not true. I know all these folks. But please, can I ask you to play a tune for them?
Yes.
Pick one. And this is how Terry plays. He's good. And if I can maybe back you up, and I'll try to back him up as I've described. Is that okay for us to do this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's just play a simple chord progression: G, C, D, G.
Okay. How about like Fireball Mail or something like that?
Something like Blue